Well done, boys. Well done. I mean, thank you to getting a victory for Super Frank Lampard. This is what I expected, actually. This is really what I expected anyway. I can't even be upset. Do you know what? I'm actually going to do something totally different today. Congratulations to Everton. You showed a lot more hunger. We had zero hunger. We had no creativity. As I've always said, it's either we have a game like Man United where we're a lot creative because the opposition is open but we can't finish, or we have a game like this where the opposition defends well, there's a lot of low block, they're looking for counters, and we're not creative. Honestly, there wasn't a single bone of creativity in our team besides some purposeful drives from Ruben Loftus-Cheek. In the second half, there was a really good chance for Azpilicueta. Pickford was amazing, obviously with a lot of great saves, but I can't say we really designed it or we showed the architecture to have a lot of creativity. But do you know what? I'm not surprised. We were rubbish against Arsenal. We were wasteful against Man United. And now against Everton. Everton deserved that. They showed a lot more hunger. They deserved it. And what can I say? I mean, if I'm brutally honest, I get bashed. If I'm too positive, then people will tell me, well, I'm being fake. There's so much that I want to say, but there's no point. If I say anything about Thomas Tuchel, people will say, oh, he's, having a dig at Thomas Tuchel. Look, this isn't entirely Thomas Tuchel's fault, but I must say, in terms of, I suppose, purpose, impetus, that hunger, who creates that? Why is it Everton wanting it more than us? Is it just because we have nothing to play for? That's it, we're third. Well, guess what? Spurs have just won, so they're 5 points behind. Arsenal have got a game against West Ham. If they win that, we shall see what happens. If they win that, they're only 3 points. They're only going to be 3 points behind. And before you know it, with 4 games to go, what are we going to do with the remaining 4 games? Are we still going to have this same mentality, the way we've been having, where for some reason against teams that we should be winning, we can't win? We've got Leeds, I believe. We've got Watford. We've got Wolves. I don't know if we're actually going to win any of those. I don't know. And I get it. I keep saying it to each and every one of you guys. It has been a tough season. I understand. But where's the professionalism of the footballers? Now let's talk about some of these footballers. Azpilicueta, I've said it. Do you know what? For me, next season, this guy cannot start. I appreciate everything that Aspi has done. But next season, there cannot be a scenario where Aspi starts. At best, maybe bench. You come from the bench as an impact player, whatever it is, if there's injuries or anything like that, that's your best role. The fact that you've been playing so many games as a starter this season is mad. How Chalobah is not... Look, people are going to say, but Miz, Chalobah makes mistakes. They've all been making mistakes now. It looks like even Rudiger probably doesn't care. Now that his head is in Real Madrid, even he doesn't care anymore. But the thing is, you got to play players that are more robust, that are physically more equipped. Aspi has lost his legs. What he was doing in that scenario, just dilly-dallying around with the ball. Even when he had that poor first touch, he had enough time to boot the ball away. Even then, he wasn't aware. Richarlison comes in, swoops the ball away, like taking candy from a little kid, and then pumps that goal in. And from there, so early in the second half, I don't know what conversation TT had with the lads, because the first half was rubbish, as I said. Besides Ruben Loftus-Cheek with some purposeful drives, for me, probably Ruben Loftus-Cheek was the clear-cut standout. But even then, it wasn't as if he had a complete game. He just had great moments here and there. What can I say, ladies and gentlemen? Reece James as a wing-back. I'm expecting so much from him. I'm expecting him to take his man on. I'm expecting him to whip in crosses early. I'm expecting him to be a little bit more dynamic from that wing, from that right wing, but he wasn't. Similarly with Alonso, what's he providing? Slow on the ball, everything. There's people arguing, oh, we should keep Alonso. Barcelona is now coming after Alonso, but there's people out there in our fan base that are actually wanting Alonso to stay. I mean, I thank Alonso for everything he's done, but this guy is not good enough to be a backup either. Our backup's got to be damn good if we want to bridge the gap with Liverpool and City. Do you want to get into this same situation next season where we have an injury to a key player and then on comes Alonso and Azpilicueta as the backups? We're screwed. Do you know what I mean? Like, we can't even beat a team like Everton who've been in the mud. And you're going to tell me now, but they wanted more. So, we play Leeds next. Who wants that more? Leeds will probably want that more because they're in the relegation battle. So, well, do we just wipe our hands and go, you know what, that's another L? But I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going to say today, you know what, if we were to lose, if we're going to be a charity FC, we should be to Frank Lampard. Kudos to Frank Lampard. Once again, this guy, a masterclass, isn't it? Defended well, got that sneaky winner that they were hoping for because they couldn't create anything else. It was literally just from counters. The only good player they have is Gordon. Gordon's the only guy that they have. Besides that, they were just being opportunistic. They found their opportunity and they scored the goal. Azpilicueta, Alonso, up front. Let's talk about up front, ladies and gentlemen. Timo Werner, I know you've done well in recent times. Once again, as I said, I did not get carried away with how he did in the last few games. You know, since that Real Madrid game, the second leg. Even the last one, he wasn't that good against Man United. And I said, I'm not going to get too excited. I'm going to wait till the end of the season. And this is what's been happening. For me, he's not good enough. Mason Mount, for me, is not a playmaker. As much as you guys want to keep convincing me, he ain't a playmaker. He's a workhorse in the midfield, but we need playmakers. Havertz, for me, is not a striker. He had another clear-cut header, and he did not put it away on target. And he was in a battle against Yerry Mina all day long, and Yerry Mina bossed it. He really did boss it. For me, Havertz, as I've said it in the last video, last match against Man United, at best, he's a second striker. I think that's where he's going to thrive. We need a boss up front. And here comes the question, what do we do with Lukaku? This guy, it's a shame on us, £100 million, and we can't even bring him off the bench. He's got to go. He's got to go. He's looking at this situation and thinking, what am I doing? And Thomas Tuchel, if you can't use him, you best get rid of him in the summer. We need, as Thomas Tuchel said, we need cosmetic surgeries in this particular team. I don't want to be too harsh on TT because a lot of you guys will abuse me, but I feel there is a lot that he needs to improve as well, because I feel like in terms of hunger, in terms of motivation, in terms of a game plan, why should the opposition top us in that department? Yeah, we may not have the ingredients, but we should still be good enough to compete. It seems like we're not even good enough to compete. So that's on TT, but do you know what? I'm going to wait till the end of the season. I'm going to wait till the Chelsea ownership bid situation gets resolved, new owners come in. I want to see what sort of damage we do in the summer, because until Thomas Tuchel gets his players, his top players, and I hope he does. If this summer we screw up and we don't give him his players, well, what's the point? I want him to get his players, and then I want to judge him next season, because next season we cannot be losing these matches. Honestly, we cannot be losing these matches. Yet another embarrassing performance. FA Cup is the only thing to look forward to. FA Cup is the only thing to look forward to. And you know what the crazy part is? Liverpool's going to keep winning. They're going to have the momentum, and we're going to probably play rubbish like this until the FA Cup. And I don't know. We may show up in the FA Cup against Liverpool, or it might be an absolute shocking performance from us because our momentum has been so rubbish. So I don't know what to say, ladies and gentlemen. All I can say, well done. I know a lot of you guys are happy. Maybe you want me to say, oh, well done, Everton. And if we're going to lose, happy we lost to Frank Lampard. It's sad. It's sad. A lot of you guys probably wanted this to happen, and it has happened. Anyways, take care. See ya.